Alright, got the stream up and running. I forgot to have Stream Manager up on my laptop. Try and get that real quick. Alright, there I am. Back in business. You heard a little bit of a loop there because I had the audio playing from my laptop. Now it's all better. I turned the brightness down on my TV since it's nighttime, but I got the bright lights on for being able to see my face in the webcam. So we'll see if I need to adjust the brightness on the TV if there's dark spots in the game. Alright, so what was I up to? I got this whole area up top to explore, going all the way back to the initial area, and then potentially continuing. Oh boy, this could go on for a while. So let's do this whole corner region first. So we'll cut inside. Well, maybe we'll go up this hill, we'll see. Cut inside, check out this remains of a city or whatever it is. Is that there? Yeah. Kind of looks like Acropolis type ruins. Very cool. Alright. So I'll continue down this way later. I just want to... Alright, so that's the doggo I got last time. I'm not far from a site of grace. It might be worth it to let them spit that blood-looking stuff on me and see what happens. Because it doesn't look like I was accruing any status ailment. I didn't get that bar that you get for like poison and scarlet rot. So I'm curious as to what that does. Speaking of curiosity... So I can't target this thing. That looks like the pest. One of the most annoying enemies in the base game. But I can't target. So is this an NPC pest? I think so. Forager brood. So you're a forager type of brood. Wow, with those little arms picking up stuff from the grass, foraging as it were. That is awesome and horrifying. Should I mark that you're here? I guess so. Alright, so let's take a look at the thing he gave me. Fireproof pickled liver. So that's how you defeat that big golem. You fireproof yourself. Alright. I also did not look at the frozen maggot before. Frozen maggots that somehow continue to wriggle. Gross. Mainly found in jails, the maggots develop in great jar innards and are an invaluable source of sustenance to the prisoners. Yeah, well, you gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, so can I craft one of these fireproof thingies? Fireproof something or another. Here it is. So we need spider scorpions. Which I would guess this guy is not. And he's not a... really doesn't fit either of those descriptions, spider or scorpion. But why did you give me this here? And okay. What happens when I go in this pale area? Hey, larval tear. Sweet. I mean, I got plenty of those. It's just cool. So far, the weapons I've gotten have fit my build. At least somewhat. Like this weapon. What is it? Yeah, so it's C strength, fully upgraded. So I'm not quite a quality build. I'm a strength build. But that's not bad. And then I got that sword that's scales A with strength that fully upgraded, so that was good. So I have a lot of stuff that fit this build. But maybe later, if I get like faith stuff or intelligence stuff, I can change my build partway through the playthrough. Very cool. So I don't have any explanation for what exactly is going on here. Why was a larval tear here amidst the different type of glowing gravestone with this guy sitting next to it giving you a cookbook? Yeah, I got no idea. Oh no, is that a bear? Not exactly. It's like a large sheep, but it looks like really big. Like not friendly big. Well, we'll find out when I go down there later. Beware of lightning, dog. So maybe it's like a lightning sheep, because that wouldn't surprise me all that much. The views, the views. I did want to take a quick look at that crafting for the liver. Yeah, so large boost. So probably with the regular fireproof dried liver, that might not be enough. So you might need the other one to really take on the fire golem. I might try. Okay, so this looks like the ruins that we encountered very early on. The first one was pretty trivial in terms of anything, like enemies, exploration. I'm hoping that some of these other ones are like encampments that are more akin to the Elden Ring base game encampments with some challenge to them. Where's your doggo friend? You don't seem to have a doggo friend. Sanguine Amaryllis. What's that? Grown by blood fiends. So they're called blood fiends. So that is blood that they're spitting. Let me just set my laptop to remain active. Right. Another fire golem. I think I saw that one from over here or something. Yeah, I did. Wait, pick up item. That was a broken rune? Yeah. Acquire material. Yeah, let's get these Sanguine Amaryllis while we're in these blood pool areas. Prospect Town. Gives me like Old West vibes. So that's the site of grace that I touched earlier. Alright, there's a guy up, an item up there. Don't forget that when I get up there. Maybe I'll mark it. Which one's item? Sure. Hey, buddy. I forgot to let you spit blood on me. Up. Is that to get you to notice the item? Not from that angle. Okay, so this would be a way back down once you've gone around. So we might as well go around to the left before going up to Prospect Town. don't know what you were referring to. Up here, huh? Nope. Up here? Nothing doing. Hey, buddies. Alright, spit some blood on me. I want to see what happens. Do it. Do it. There you go. Nothing? Alright, do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Come on. Do you only do it once? Alright, that's enough of that. So, it definitely coated me in blood, like visually. I had the thought that maybe this acts as blood loss in the vicinity, but that doesn't sound right, because blood loss is different than just like blood on your armor, on your exterior. So I'm not really sure what the purpose of their blood spitting is. I mean, it could just be because it's cool. Like, nothing wrong with that. I'm just curious. Aha! So the painting that I acquired earlier is of that place. Probably somewhere up there. Alright, so that's accessible from here up. And we'll get back to you. Okay, flight minion. Same as before. Oops. Oops. Super cool. Yeah, really smart idea for the design. Both of the base game and the DLC. For any game, really, but especially for like Elden Ring and Dark Souls games, having a centerpiece that's always visible is both an aesthetically nice choice, and then provides you like a central direction to head towards and to see as you get closer, and then all the lore connected with it. For Elden Ring and Dark Souls games, they're not really open world in the same way that Zelda is, where literally anything you see is accessible to you, and you can go anywhere in any order. There are some aspects of that in Elden Ring, but it's definitely not the same intent as Zelda. There are intended progressions, at least through the main areas. You're supposed to go through Limgrave and then Liurnia of the Lakes and then Leyndell, and then you can venture into Caelid and some of the other side areas at certain points and come back to them and so on and so forth. But they control your progression through the elevation of the terrain very carefully. They have it all mapped out, much like a dungeon would be. What's accessible, what's not, what's accessible from where. And that's very different from Zelda, which has no concern about that whatsoever. You can go anywhere you want at any time. And that's connected to the giant tree in Elden Ring, because if you follow, you keep going steadily upwards. This seems to be following the same approach. You're going to go higher and higher as you get to the shadow tree. Scatter tree? Shadow tree? Not sure what you call it. So it serves a couple different purposes. Whereas Zelda has Mount Doom, which is the tallest... Mount Doom, that's Lord of the Rings. Mount Death? What's the... Death Mountain? Death Mountain, that's it. Which is like the tallest natural feature and object of the map. It's not visible from absolutely everywhere. It doesn't tower over everything. And it's not in the center. So it's not exactly the same function. Okay. Enough talking. I'm going to kill all these shadow worshippers. And feel bad about it. Explosion required ahead. What do you mean by that? I have a hefty fire pot. I do want to use it at some point, just to see. Oh, I see. It was that guy with the item. And I missed him. So... the question is... is it going to be like... the scarabs, in that I can reload the area and he'll be here? Probably true. A good way to reload the area while still kind of participating in the game is to do multiplayer. Yeah, the bloodstain is surprising. I mean, if they swarm you, maybe they can stun lock you or something. I don't know. I can totally see people rushing in to get the guy with the pot on his head. But even then, getting killed seems surprising. Seek giant, therefore offer core. There's two of yous. I like these tall grasses. Okay, so this is the area I tried to come up earlier that had the comment. Definitely seems like there should be something over here. That is a cool view. Okay, so that's the corner of this area. So let's go up to the ruins. Wait, I missed some things. Did that come from over there? I guess so. Aha! Is that the same icon for blood loss? I think so. It would make sense to be. Alright, summon me please so I can get that pop before I forget it's there. That was the thingy, this spirit gravestone. Okay, if you're not gonna summon me, then I'm just gonna exit and come right back. I don't really want to forget about this item. Might as well just get it now. So I've seen that loading screen in the there we go. Hey, buddy. Shatter fragment, scatter tree, and that other item, the silver horn tender. I wonder if you're supposed to use one of those when you're attacking this guy, and maybe he gives you something different. It's a thought. I don't know if it's a good one. Alright, let's sign up to do co-op anyway, because it's mildly entertaining. Okay. I'm not going to rest at the Grace, but it should be nearby. Alright, Prospect Town. High road ahead. Got an Anchor Wat vibe to you. Not in terms of architecture so much. Ooh. So you're not the only one here, are you? Nope. Never are. You're bigger and badder. You've got a forked weapon. I like getting string, because in the base game, string was one of the rarer crafting items. It's entirely possible that it's intentional that they tried to compensate for that. Blood. Must roll. Okay. That's just the dirt. Sure. But to what end? It's that same thing again with the stake and the horns. Well, I gotta be careful about attacking. That's a big lunge. Could jump off a cliff with that. Okay, so this is very clearly put here to jump up. Oh, and then fall down. Oh, wow. Look at that. That is so cool. I don't want the read message in my screenshot. Oh, that's a whole bunch of them in ceremony. Steak America nearby. That's good. Oh, so there's two eating one and then another eating one. Maybe we're licking. Maybe not eating. Maybe licking. Licking blood off. I mean, I could snipe you, but... I'll snipe you just to target. Yep. How do I get back up? I think... So that was an accident. Worked out. Ah, okay. So you're supposed to notice that the original stairs are no longer there. And then you're supposed to find the way up that I did using the rooftops. Another sanguine, two sanguine Amarilli. Bloodfiend's arm. Okay. Well, let's take a look at it. Weapon used by the Bloodfiends. An arm pulled from the corpse of one of their kin and wielded as a makeshift weapon. Having been sanctified by a blood ritual, this armament is capable of spraying blood stored within when executing a strong attack. Cool. So it's got the Endure skill, which I think exists in the game already, in the base game. Yeah, so assuming an anchored stance to brace for attacks, boosting poise, and then damage is reduced. So I can't wield it because of arcane, but I don't really want to wield it. Colossal weapons are awesome. But that one doesn't really draw my interest. Most likely a lie. It's you and me, Dung Eater. Come on. There we go. What do you mean by this? Could this be a treasure chest? Yeah, I like the way they've done this. That dramatic sky look at dusk with clouds in the sky that reflect all of that orange and red light. They didn't have that in the base game, so it's another way to give a unique look to this. So let's get the item from the stairs. No, that's not the stairs. Where are the stairs? I guess they're over there. I mean, the Somber Smithing Stone 4 ain't bad. So, because of the Angkor Wat look and the dramatic sky, this actually resembles Mortal Kombat. Wow. Nice angle on the moon. Okay, so we got this item. Hey, the rain washed the blood. Outer God Heirloom, good times. I think this is my second talisman of the DLC. Yeah, this recent items thing is quite helpful. Especially for players like me who want to read the lore. Alright, a talisman engraved with the lore of an outer god. Perfect. Raises Arcane, the clan, who lost everything in the Great Fires, peered upon the corpse of their ancestor normally enact the sanctity, and saw in its shadow a twisted deity. Interesting. I wonder if this is related to the horned kind. I realized that last time when I was talking to that NPC, the Hornkind NPC, he said that America burned something, and I interpreted that as him referring to the Erd tree, which was burned. But he was referring to his people. So America burned or got rid of or something, you know, did damage to his kind. Maybe that's the clan too. Maybe not though. The clan had suffered such torment that the horrible thing was taken as an object of worship. So, great fires, and saw a shadow of a twisted deity. And this is the talisman of an outer god. So just like in the base game where there were other outer gods at play, this is an outer god that maybe hasn't been mentioned yet, and that has influence in the shadows. So they saw in its shadow a twisted deity. So that was a chance for them to glimpse this outer god. I like that explanation. Raises arcane. My webcam is blocking my stats on the right. Yeah, I don't need that. Not good to have, of course. You gotta get everything. So, as you can probably tell just by watching my playthrough, my style and intent is something like 100% playthrough. What I like to do is play through the game. You know, I like exploring things. I like going through every corner, understanding the layout of the map. It might be annoying to see me constantly checking the map, but that's what I do. And by consequence, I find a lot of stuff, but perhaps not everything. That's always been the case, especially with Dark Souls games, where there's hidden things that are easy to miss. And then at some point late in the game, maybe after beating it, or maybe just like when I'm at that stage, I'll engage with the community to see like what I missed and like go back and find it. That way I have my own playthrough where, you know, I get what I get. And it might not be everything, even though I try, and that's okay. That's my story with the game. And then at the end, I get to go through the community and get that thrill of seeing like, oh wow, that's really clever the way they hid it there, or oh, that's a cool item. So that way I still get the value of the work they put into the game, even if I missed it. Alright, so since I'm walking down, and there probably isn't anything else, I think I've covered over these areas multiple times. It's one of the things in Elden Ring that was quite surprising, and a pleasant surprise at that, was just how much of the game could be missed. And like the best example of that is Volcano Manor. Hold on. Oh, that was Dung Eater. I heard a noise and thought it was something, but it was Dung Eater. So Volcano Manor, yeah, the clues are there, but it's not inconceivable that you would miss access to the dungeon area of it. It's also not inconceivable that you would miss access to the boss. Especially because the boss access requires claiming adherence to the Volcano Manor, which maybe you're a little hesitant to do, quite naturally. And like Rykard and Volcano Manor at large are awesome, and a lot of work was put into them, and they did all that. Sorry for the burping. And they did all that and had the discipline to say, maybe not every player finds this. And that's a choice that I appreciate. It accomplishes a lot of things. Like it makes the world feel bigger that there are things that even a careful player might reasonably miss. And it doesn't talk down to the player. Like they provide clues, but they're not gonna go so far as to tell you exactly everything. And that's a nice pattern to have in a game. Okay, fine, I'll come down. And then the other thing it does is create a nice engagement from the community. I think there's a good balance, especially in today's world with the internet, where there can be immediate information exchange and kind of global awareness. Like once somebody discovers a secret, it puts it on the wiki, or at least like one of the small number of sources of truth. Then everybody knows about it, which is a very different approach than before the internet. Where people probably played the game in very different ways. And there were magazines and local community information dispersal, but still there wasn't that global access to authoritative information. And so in today's world, like knowing that you have that, you can expect that at some point people will learn the secrets and share them. So it's a nice catch-all. Like if you didn't find it in your playthrough, go consult the community, they'll tell you. So you don't have to worry about holding players' hands. Great arrow and smithing stone. So this lightning area is probably going to be a bit loud. Try not to talk too much. But I am curious as to like how the lightning works. Is it those giant sheep that are responsible for it? I don't think they are. I also wasn't expecting them to be aggressive. Are you aggressive? did that make them aggressive? I don't know. Greater Potentate's Cookbook, number 5. Hefty lightning pot. Cool. Come here, sheep. Let me get you before I get summoned. That might have counted. That was right on the edge. Where'd they go? So you did a guard counter against... that slash? Not quite sure. Sure. Pretty cool. This whole area is a lot of lightning. Does the lightning hurt them? Alright, you're having your fun. That is a pretty spot. That is right above the first site of grace. I wonder if I can get around up top. Lightning is a bit annoying. Okay, so there's a path up there. And nothing really over here. In this corner. Rats! Cool. Yeah, there's something over there. And what's below me? There's something jutting out. What is that exactly? It's hard to tell from here. But there appears to be a dungeon over here. Or not? Just a cave. Why does this look familiar? Be wary of strong foe. Seems like one I should trust. Oh yeah. Look at this guy. Cool. Alright, so this chat has hit an hour. I guess I'll give the big worry of strong foe an appraisal. It does help to know that he's there. Okay, I did that. Okay, so there's something here, like a church. Okay, so we can explore this church thing, and then maybe call it quits on the stream. Does this look like America Church? Kind of looks like America Church. That looks like America. I'm gonna cancel my summon. Church of Benediction. Blessed Blue Dew Talisman. So just the fact that there are statues of America here says a lot. So there is discontent expressed about America. So we can start to think that maybe Nicola was trying to change the direction of rule from America. who seemingly had influence here. I don't remember if this is the exact same altar podium design. Hard to tell. But there's this thing. What is this thing? Is that like a snake? No, it's just a part of her flowing attire. Is this exactly the same? No, it's not. So the Marika churches in the lands between, if I remember correctly, have Marika suspended on the shattered Elden Ring, like on the cross, matching her, the effigy of the martyr. This is not that. At least I'm pretty sure the lands between churches had Marika in that position. I gotta double check. I will after the stream. But this is decidedly not that. This is her arms open, like in a welcoming position. Church of Benediction. Alright, let's check out the... slowly restores FP. Well. That's cool. There is one for HP, right? Like, it's not terribly useful. Oathseeker Knight Greaves, Oathseeker Knight Gauntlets, Oathseeker Knight Armor, Oathseeker Knight Helm, and Pata. So Pata's a weapon. Let's examine all these things. And it's got Impaling Thrust on it. A weapon comprised of a linear double-sided blade attached to a substantial guard, wielded by the Oathseeker Knights. This versatile armament can be swung about like a fist or used in the manner of a straight sword. Oathseeker Knight Helm. An Oathseeker Knight Helm, black with gold ornamentation. So is this what that guy was wearing that we saw at the other church? Maybe? So these knights set off... Oh, this is Lita's armor. This helmet. Absolutely Lita's helmet. That piece on top. And she had a... But hers was a little different because she had a cloak on. You know, sorry for the ambulance noises in the background. It's just city life. Alright, so these knights set off on quest of discovery, hoping to find by themselves an oath of their choosing to serve in perfect lifelong devotion. It's a... definitely like a chivalric knight. A sincere chivalric knight calling, invocation. Let me kind of see. I like that armor. Let me just kind of check it out. Yeah, like it's lighter armor, but it could be fun to wear. I might play with it. I might like check out my armor settings before I start the next stream. Alright, this is probably a pretty good place to end this stream. Is there anything else like over here? Probably not. You can probably drop down. This looks pretty low. It most certainly is a gorgeous view, I'll give it that. In fact, it's such a gorgeous view, I will end the stream in front of the view to soak it in. Alright, until next time, folks.